What's going on, folks? It's Big Daddy coming at you on that drive time. Yes, here in good old Prescott Valley. And guess what? It's been raining its ass off here all damn night, man. All the snow washed away. All the, I don't know. I guess all the funk. All the funk's gone. And I'm glad, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is a beautiful place, but there's times when there's just so much just funkiness around this damn area, man. It gets on my fucking nerves. Like, profusely. Big Daddy can't stand this shit, man. I mean, it's bad enough that we gotta sit here and deal with all the political shit, but dealing with everyone else's funky ass energy, I can't say everybody, because I have met some genuinely good people here, man. I'm not gonna lie. They don't care for the political shit either. They just want to come and live their lives and have fun and be with their families and stuff like that. And I'm like, hey, you know what? Thank you. Someone just wants to live life and not have to deal with all the bullshit, you know, because it's not about left or right anymore. That's about the corporations, but that's a whole nother rant for another time. Anyway, folks, I love you. I hope everything's been going good. I hope everything's going well in your life. I hope you're finding your purpose. You know, speaking of which, I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks lately that talk about purpose and finding your path and being your true, authentic self. You know that buzzword, authenticity. Like we say in the hood, keeping it real. Keep the shit real. And, of course, you know, I don't know, that woke movement. Woke? Yeah, W-O-K-E, woke. It's a really bad, like, trigger word for people, isn't it, nowadays? You say woke, you hear, oh my God. Folks getting all the damn feelings and shit. I'm like, calm down. It's just a buzzword. And sorry for the beep in the background. That's how I still have my damn phone alert on. I'll turn that off here in a second. But anyway, Big Daddy's, he's on one this morning. I really am. But it's a good on one. I'm feeling joyful. I'm feeling at ease right now. I've been listening to a lot of other podcasts and stuff like that, and listening to some audiobooks that talk about, you know, letting go. Letting the dumb shit go, so that way you can be, you know, the person you're meant to be this entire life, man. It's a beautiful thing. And one of the things I learned about letting go recently is energy holds matter. You know, when they say your mind don't matter, bullshit. Your mind is made of energy and matter. So when you sit there and think, you know, crazy ass thoughts and get on your feelings and shit like that, guess what? It holds that shit. That energy condenses. That's why you got these headaches. That's why you got all this funkiness. That's why you got all this other shit that goes on in your life, and you really just don't know what to do sometimes. And it's weird. It's weird looking at it in a quantum physics, mechanics, energy sense, is that the more you put thought into something, the denser it gets. And the denser it gets, it has adverse effects on your body. Case in point, I'm one of those people who I sat in my feelings for a long, long time. And recently I've been learning to let a lot of that shit go. But there's a lot of shit I was also hanging on to. And said shit, I noticed, was causing different pains throughout my body, particularly in my knees. And my joints would start hurting and shit like that. My lower back would start hurting. And listen to some of these audiobooks lately about letting go. I've been practicing some of those release techniques. And some of those release techniques just basically just tells you, look at whatever, stop and feel the cause and effect. When you think about something, feel your feelings out. And it's okay, fill it out, because you have to do this. And in one of the books it says, when you find the trigger point, or when you find where it's activating from, whatever thought you're putting into whatever kind of thing that's bugging you or has bugged you all these years, sit with it. And it's okay to sit with it. Don't let no one tell you, "I'll just get over it," because you can't just get over it. Because if you could just get over it, guess what? You wouldn't be feeling the way you're fucking feeling right now. So I've been sitting there just feeling the way I've been feeling, you know, thinking about a whole bunch of stuff. And it has to do a lot with, you know, growing up the way I did, and, you know, still holding on to some of that stuff with my family, my mom, you know, of course, typical dad issues, you know, how come he wasn't there? But then realizing who was there, realizing that, you know, it's okay to have these daddy issues, and it's okay to let them go, because he's no longer here. You know, he's gone. All of them are gone. All my father figures are gone. So the only thing I can do is just honor the new relationship we can have now. A very loving, spiritual relationship. A very more deeply converse relationship. Because I ain't gonna lie, they come to me. They come to me and we talk, and at first there was a little bit of anger and shit on my part. How come you did this? How come you did, well, Philip, hey, let's talk about this. And I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear it. And after a while, after I quacked like a typical man child, I started listening. And after listening to the audio books that have been the last couple days, I sat back and I haven't been doing the one thing I told myself I was going to do. Forgive myself. Forgive myself for every damn thing that's happened. Forgive myself that wasn't even my fault. Forgive myself for shit that, I just been holding on to that I shouldn't be holding on to. And so slowly over the last few days, I've been releasing all this damn energy. I've been crying my ass off. I've been, your boy's been a piece of work, folks. I'm not gonna lie. But this thing is something I needed to do. Get my feelings and stop feeling my shit and feel it just all the way through, and then releasing it. I woke up this morning. I feel light. And there's a scale in the house. Lately, I've been tipping the scale at it's funny, at about 260. Today, when I got on that scale, 235. I've been holding on to so much bullshit baggage. It had condensed so tightly in my body, it added weight to me. And even though it looks like I weigh like 220, I was heavy. And then when I realized that, hey, all this other shit that's been going on with you, Phil, how do your knees feel? How does your back feel? How does this feel? How does everything feel right now? I feel good. I feel loose. I feel light. My head feels clear. My throat's been releasing, because my throat chakra's been really like tight, because it realizes that, hey, dude, you got to release some shit. You holding on to something. There's stuff you got to say. And I have, excuse me, I've been writing down in my journal lately, know exactly how I've been feeling and all this stuff. And, it's beautiful. It's beautiful when you can just finally realize that, hey, you know what? You ain't got to be all in your feelings all the damn time. It's okay to let it go. It's okay to not take on the responsibility of all this bullshit. And I urge anyone who's holding on to shit, let it go. I know it's not easy. I know there's therapists that you can talk to and everything. And folks, there's nothing wrong with talking to a therapist. The only thing that's wrong with it when you see a therapist is when you listen to everyone else start talking all that bullshit, thinking they're funny. What's mad? You fucking crazy in your feelings? At least you're making the attempt. There's the motherfuckers who sit there and tease you, who talk shit to you about making the attempt, about talking to a therapist or seeking some counseling and shit like that. Those are the motherfuckers who really need some help, because they don't want to reveal their shit. They would rather crack jokes and think that everything's fucking funny and think that, I'll just handle it on my own. It'll release when it releases. And sometimes it doesn't release. Sometimes it really does take talking to somebody, if not a therapist or a counselor. Talk to someone talk to someone unbiased. Just do it. I've noticed that there's a lot of people who hold on to shit worse than I have. And when I've talked to them after they've released, they tell me the same thing. Man, I feel lighter. This pain's gone away. This pain's gone away. There's a client I'm seeing right now who's he's a former soldier. He has his PTSD issues, and helping him with massage and stuff like that, he's released a lot of inner turmoil, a lot of inner shit that he'd been holding on to. And to me, I feel honored with that. It's really hard for our soldiers who come back, who've seen the shit. I'm not talking about the ones who went to the service and sat at desks and shit like that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but now don't come back home and thinking that you're tough shit when you sat at a fucking desk. When you're out there, the shit, when you've lost limbs and, when you've pulled the trigger on people and you've killed somebody, and that's not your nature, you're gentle. Those are the ones who I'm talking about. Those are the ones who I love working on. Because when they release, especially on my table, man, sometimes I get them just boo-hoo sobbing and shit like that. And they start apologizing. Don't you apologize for shit. Don't you apologize for being you. Hell, you've seen shit. You've seen shit that would have destroyed other people. Man, it's okay. This is your time and this is your place. You are safe here. Let it out. And they do. They let it out, and they'll come back to me after several sessions. They say, hey, Philip, thank you very much, man. I feel lighter. They go, I'm dropping weight. These ailments that were fucking with me, they're gone. One of them said he had the onset of cancer. And I'm like, okay, do you want to say what kind of cancer? No, I don't want to say what kind of cancer, but it's disappearing. It's going away. I says, do you think it's from the massage? No, they said my counselor told me it's because I'm releasing all the stuff that's affecting me mentally, emotionally, not being there for my family the way I should be. But my counselor keeps telling me I should just be there. I should allow people just to be there for me. I said, yes, your counselor's not lying. Let folks be there for you. You done your job, okay? Your time is done protecting people, even though that's never done because you have your family. But protecting people in that way, man, that's done. Enjoy your life. Do you, dude. It's time. And, I'm sure it sounds like a little bit of tough love. It sounds a little harsh, but sometimes I don't know any other way. And plus, too, it's working. They're releasing. They're getting healthy, and that's all I want for people. I want people to get good with themselves, to realize, hey, you know what? It's not as bad as it seems. I want to be good too. I deserve to be mentally strong and healthy. I'm tired of living like this. I'm tired of being in my shit. I'm tired of this toxic shit in my system. It's okay to get good with yourself, folks. Sometimes we need, and it's weird, sometimes we need permission. We need permission to heal. So anyone who's listening, please, I urge you, take care of yourself. I give you permission, full-fledged permission, to go take care of yourself. I give you permission to go do you, to be you, to live this beautiful life that you were given. Your life wasn't meant to sit there and wallow in your shit or anyone else's shit. Your life wasn't meant to be putting up with the bullshit that goes on in this world from other people. Most of all, you ain't supposed to be putting up the bullshit with yourself. Get good with yourself. Love yourself the way you're supposed to be loved, man. Don't try to love or wait for love. The person who needs you most of all right now is you. That person looking back in the mirror, the one who is begging you, please, hey, I'm here. Hook me up with what you want to give other people. I promise you, folks, you will see a huge turnaround. Loving myself was probably the most energetic, healing mode I ever had to be in. And I'm still learning how to love myself. I'm still learning how to be there for myself. I know other people probably need some of what I have, but you know what though? If you can't do for self first, you can't do shit for nobody else. And I tell that to people all the damn time. If you can't love yourself, you can't do shit for nobody. And I know it's hard because we don't want to be seen as selfish or stingy, and because that's the way of how society is sometimes. If you take care of yourself, if you do for you, you're a selfish bastard. But yet it's those same people who tell you that who turn around and they take care of themselves. No questions asked, no fucks given. Do the same for you. Folks, I'm going to drop some truth on you right now, even though I just was trying to be uplifting as hell. Okay? Give you a little bit of street knowledge. No one gives a fuck about your feelings. Okay? No one wants to help others get good with themselves because they're supposed to have this mentality of, oh, nigga, you know where we live. Hell, we got to toughen up. Nothing wrong with toughening up. But at the same time, you have to protect your peace. You have to make sure that you're good mentally at all costs because your friends ain't going to help you do that. I remember when I was getting my feelings back in the day, trying to help everybody and shit. And the one thing I'd always ask is, damn, who's there for me? Didn't nobody care because everyone was too busy trying to take care of themselves and be in their feelings, make sure they were, had that good sense of machismo on them, or the ladies were being tough trying to keep up with the fellas and shit like that. But at the end of the day, I remember I seen a lot of my friends break down because they couldn't handle it. They would come to me and they were like, hey, why are you this way? What do you mean, what am I this way? You want to help people. You care. You want to be there for folks, man. They go, what's up with you? You gay? Yes, that was a thing back then. If you showed any kind of feeling, folks, back then, you gay? Nigga, what's up with you? You know, get a little sweet in your ass? No, I just care. Trust me, I come from a background where, family cares about you. My biggest thing I remember most of all was my grandma was saying, don't be mean to people. Be as kind as possible. I said, well, if they're not being kind to me, Grandma, I said, it doesn't matter if they're not being kind to me. I said, sometimes people just are going through things that they just need someone there. They need to know that someone cares. Even if you don't want to be present, even if you don't want to give a damn, care a little bit. You might need it as well. And so I did. For a long time, I remember my grandma telling me that just be kind as possible, because you just don't know what someone else is going through. And I did, even though a lot of times it breaks my damn heart to do it, because a lot of my friends were just acting like jackasses towards me, man. And it felt like I was just being taken advantage of. It felt like my kindness was being mistaken for weakness. And, excuse me, shit, my throat chakra was telling me, boy, just get it out, get it out. Get it out. It sucked. It hurt. Okay, especially when it comes from your own family. You're trying to be there for them and shit like that. But in the end, you just realize that, hey, I really did do some good. I did some good, and I did do some good. And I don't regret it. Sometimes I think back and I'm like, fuck the motherfuckers. Why the hell was I there for them like that so much? It's because it was the right thing to do. My heart was telling me, you know what? Just be there. Just be present. And that's the way I want to be now. I want to be there for folks. I want to be present. But at the same time, don't get it twisted. Don't get me wrong. I will still protect my peace. If you're being funky, if you're acting like an ass, I'll walk away from you for a little bit. Hey, you know what? Let's talk again when you're good, okay? You're in your feelings too damn much, man. Let's fall back for a sec and come back and talk to me when you're ready. So sometimes they'll fall back. There's a few who came back, after maybe an hour or so. Hey, man, I'm sorry. No, you gotta be sorry. You have every right to feel the way you're feeling. Just don't project on people. And I know that, and I know that's not hard or easy to do. There you go. That's not easy to do as well, because you want to just go off on motherfuckers. But in the end, just be cool. Just know that people are here for you. People do care about you. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. But let it go in love, let it go in peace. And that's one thing I've been learning how to do, is letting people and things go. See, I can't even talk harder right now because I'm getting really into this. Sometimes you gotta let things and people go in love and peace. When you do it to people, sometimes they trip out because they're like, wait a minute. You ain't supposed to act that way towards me. I don't want to act this way towards you, but you're forcing me to. I have to protect mine. Okay? Please understand that. And sometimes they'll like, okay, you know what? I feel what you were saying. I feel that falling back for a minute is going to help me clear my head. Or you walking away from me the way you did, thank you, because I was in my feelings. I was mad. I was pissed off, and I just wanted to take it out on somebody. Yeah, motherfucker, I know. That's for some reason I have punching bag written on my damn forehead. I hope you guys understand the gist of what I'm trying to say. Back then, it was really hard for anybody. And it's even hard now, depending on how you grow up. And being in the 21st century, I mean, we're like in the first quarter of the 21st century, folks. You would have thought that folks would have opened up more, would have wanted to get more healing, would have wanted to get more in tune and better with themselves. But the more the folks do, it seems like there's more things coming around to distract people from getting good with themselves. I really think right now, the most unspiritual shit and fucked up thing that's happening to us right now is materialism. People want to look good. They want to look fly and shit like that. They still want to look, they want to look the part, but not be the part. They want to be the next, viral video that makes them like popular, and they start getting money and shit like that. And that's fine. This is a capitalistic society. Hell, you know me, I'm going to get mine too. I'm gonna play that damn system that is bogging everybody down. But at the same time, I can't keep forgetting who I am. I am Philip Anthony Magana. I love hard. I play hard. My love is not for everybody. My whole spiritual being, my whole presence isn't for everybody. And that's fine. People who will accept me for who I am, they're coming to me. And the people who can't accept me for who I am are slowly leaving. Some are leaving like fast as shit, which is fine either way. But don't ever, ever stop being who you are, folks. Okay? Be you, do you. But if being you and doing you is hurting other people, you'll find that's going to be a problem for everybody else. And when you're sitting there alone with no one to talk to, you're going to wish you'd have changed. You would have wished that you'd have got rid of some of that toxic shit that's in your system. I'm not saying go all out and change for everybody or anyone. You change for you. You get better for you. Okay? Look in your heart and realize that you matter too. Because in the end, you really are all you got. Seriously. You are all you got. Friends come and go. Loved ones come and go. In the end, you have to make sure you're there for you. Period. I know it's hard. Trust me, Big Daddy knows it's hard. The healing journey sucks. And people don't like looking at their shadows. They don't like looking at themselves in the mirror and saying, man, you know what? I got some damn issues. No, people don't like doing that. I hated doing that. I was like, man, look, I'm here for everybody else. Why do I got to get good? How come I have to do this? How come they can't change? Because people ain't going to change unless they want to. You be that catalyst. You make sure that you take care of you first. You look in the mirror and say, look, motherfucker, this isn't working. Wipe that away. This ain't working either. Wipe that away. This isn't working either. I don't like the way I smile. I need to smile more. So smile more. Smile for yourself. Smile at the reflection in the mirror and be like, ha ha, motherfucker, you got a pretty smile. I tell myself that all the time. Motherfucker, you got a pretty smile. You just need to fix them goddamn gaps in your mouth. I'll take care of that, folks. I'll take care of that really, really soon. In the meantime, I love you all. Big Daddy got to head out. He got to head to work. And I really do. When I say I love you all, I love you all. Thank you for chiming in. Thank you for taking time out of your day to come and sit with me and shoot the shit. Seriously. I know I say that a lot, huh? Seriously. No, but on the real, thank you for coming and spending time with me. I do my best just to help people, because we got to help each other in this world. And if we don't stick by each other, folks will get us. So in the meantime, I'm out. Have a good day. Go have a fucking adventure. And as always, mwah, peace.